Welcome to what is probably the best strat in the game right now for the average player, meaning it is both really good currency per hour, really fun, and it's definitely the easiest to divine ratio in the game, I think. I don't think anything is going to come close to this. Oh, 23! 23 of them! It's already a well-known and relatively optimized strat, except we're going to add a little twist to it that makes it 20 to 30% better and just kind of insane, honestly. What we're going to do is that we're going to show you the Atlas tree, talk about what the actual strat is. Then we're going to run 5 Jungle Valley maps with the strategy to show you some tips and tricks and what you can expect farm-wise. And then I'm going to give some top gamer tips of how to self-sustain toxic sewer maps if you want to run toxic sewer, or you don't want to buy your maps, how to self-sustain them. So what actually is this broken strategy? Well, the base of the strategy is Divination Scarab of the Cloister Farm. It's been a popular farm ever since they introduced it last league. It is, just on its own, extremely good, and it's really easy because all you have to do is run an 8 mod tier 16 map. However, this league, something has changed. And instead of running the standard map that everyone runs, which is, I think like 4 nodes into Ritual and a bunch of increased map effect and Scarab effect and map drop chance and domination, all this stuff. Instead of doing that, we actually now spec into the Ritual tree because it's not as insane right now, but this, you get a 7 to 1 div, 7 to 8 to 1 div, and this is like, I was getting 5 to 1 div literally yesterday. The entire time I've been doing the strat, it was 5 Ritual Vessels to 1 div. On top of stacked decks right now, extremely expensive, 79 to 1 div. And every single one of these strats you run, okay, we'll get into the loot later, but it's just really, really good. Let's get into how to actually run the strat and what it is. Instead of running the standard map tree, what we're going to do is we're going to spec into Ritual. Now, there's a lot of things you can do that are just like whatever you like doing or how you feel. However, there are 2 nodes that I think are the most important, or that are the highest value, not necessarily the most important. Ritual Splinters offered at Ritual Altars in your maps have a 10% increased stack size. You definitely want 2 of these because that's going to be our main farm. Our next big grab is coming up here and getting your Ritual Altars have 4 Ritual Altars. That's also a massive thing, not only for extra tribute, but for the stack decks. This is good for both of the farms. This is probably the #1 node that you want. Honestly, I would probably just try to grab all of them if you can afford it. The ratio of the high value Scarab nodes or the high value Tri nodes are worth it over that, I don't fucking know. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm gonna put my personal Atlas tree in the description, but you could probably make it better based on what you value. For me, I actually like to grab these nodes instead of these nodes, just simply because I want to get through the map faster. But if you have like a slower clearing build, it might be more efficient to just grab more Ritual nodes to give you more tribute and stuff like that. Also, of course, you can always switch out the Searing Exarch for the Eater of Worlds if you feel like it. I don't go Eater of Worlds simply because I think it is technically better for this, but the mods on a lot of the Eater of the Worlds just absolutely fucking bend me over and just fucking use my little butthole, and so I can't pick those. We gotta do this, which has like basically no mods I can't do. So it's just better for me. Now that we have the Atlas tree talked about, what is the actual strategy? What is it good? So we're going to be farming stacked decks with Divination Scarabs, of course. It's going to spawn like on average 50 packs of Deodars Devoted. We're going to kill them. We're going to drop the stacked decks. Hopefully they spawn in a Ritual Altar. We're going to kill them again. They're going to drop more stacked decks. And then when we're done with the Ritual Altars, now we can reroll instead of once, 4 times. Meaning we're going to go through the Ritual device and we're going to defer all of the Ritual Splinters until we get to the last thing. Also, make sure if a Ritual Splinter stack is red, I actually didn't know this because I didn't know how to do Ritual for a while. You also want to defer that, and then at the last page, you buy them, okay? It's as simple as that. Not only are you going to see a lot of Ritual Splinters that are now really valuable. When this strat was originally popular, they were like 1/3 of the price or 1/4 of the price they are now. You're also going to see an audience with a king every once in a while because we have increased rarity of Ritual spawns. You're going to get a lot of these, and right now, these are over a div too. And I just, like, you get this... so far, about every 10 to 15 maps-ish. I mean, I could be getting lucky. I don't know. I've only done like 70 maps. I've gotten them like 4 times. You get an audience with a king. And that means since we have 4 rerolls, we get 4 audience with the kings. That means it's like already just 5 divines. Just from that, okay? This strategy right now, because of the price of Ritual items and the insane price of stacked decks, is just absolutely broken with how easy it is. And now I'm going to farm 5 Jungle Valleys. You're going to see just the insane amount of farm you get. And just like, it's clean, it's easy, and it's fun. All right, let's crank this bad boy up. I like to run domination simply because I like the big shiny buffs on me, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best economical thing to do. Also, in the Atlas tree, I like to grab the shrine buffs. Again, it's just like, I don't know, I just like them, you know, and I think they add a lot of magic mobs to the map if you have it on the Atlas tree, and magic mobs drop gold, right? As you can see, we're already dropping a lot of stacked decks. On average for me so far, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. Because this is mostly just like a proof of concept. Like, I'm going to run 5 Jungle Valley maps. You're going to see like how easy and fun it is, and you're like, oh my god, I want to fucking do that. It's so sick. Thank you so much. And then you're going to be like, I love you. And then you're going to send me all the money in your wallet for teaching you how to do this, because that's how great it is. You're going to be like, wow, I need to give this guy all of my money. He's so great. He's so handsome. When I talked earlier about how much you can get almost over a div per map, that's not even including the actual 8-mod map itself. You have increased quantity of items, so that's actually pretty good. But the biggest node that like you really want to look out for, and it might even be worth like dying a couple times for if it's a mod that you don't like, that is basic currency duplication. So if you've never ran this farm before, you might think that stacked decks is a divination card, but it's actually a basic currency item. So, which kind of confused me at first a long time ago when I originally ran this farm, like last league. But yeah. Basic currency duplication is huge. We're going to run our first ritual here. Now, I'm going to give some tips that are actually important. You need to listen up. If you're doing Toxic Sewer and you're going after like the big ritual juice, because if you run Toxic Sewer, it is slightly a juicier ritual because they have a much higher chance of actually spawning in the ritual node. But the map takes longer and it's kind of more annoying to run. And it's really, you could run really either map you want. You're going to probably make similar money. But if you're running Toxic Sewer, I don't do it on this map because it's not worth it, but on Toxic Sewer, it is worth it to run to the boss room and see if the rituals spawn there. Okay? Write that down. Write that down in your little notebook. That is because if the rituals spawn there, there's a very high chance that like 40 packs of Deodor's Devoted spawn in that ritual. And, in general, you want to do the best ritual first, because that will spawn its mobs in the rest of the rituals, okay? Meaning, if you see a ritual with a lot of Deodor's packs in it, and you see a ritual with a little bit, you want to do the one with a lot first, okay? Because then it'll put the lot in the little. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to do a lot of explaining this first map, and then we're going to just do a little highlight reel in case I drop anything out for the other 5. So we just dropped 5 stacked decks from our second ritual. Pretty good. I'm gonna do a little glancing, and then I'm gonna leave. We got 2 Audience of the Kings in there again. But that's what I'm saying, is like, the ritual splinters have recently dropped actually quite a bit, and the scarabs for this strategy went up, which makes me think someone made a video about this recently. But I've been farming this for like almost a week, and I've been farming the stacked decks for like almost the entire league. But I didn't discover that the price of the ritual vessels and the ritual Audience for the King and all that stuff, and the omens. Let's not forget about the omens. The omens are also really high in value right now. I didn't realize all that shit was happening. I thought it was like the same as it was last league. But since all that stuff is like quadrupled in price since the strat was originally invented, it's actually worth it now to definitely do ritual and do the stack deck farm at the same time. Which I kind of like, because it gives the stack deck farm a little bit more sustenance. It's like, oh yeah, at least now I get to do ritual and stack deck farming. It makes the farm actually more fun. It gives it like, you're like basically double dipping content, right? You're not just doing one thing, you're doing 2 things. And everyone loves doing 2 things at once. I don't know if this is any good. It might be a few. It's got 149 life on it. But that's a pretty good Helmy. I'll go ahead and take that. I'll be having that. And this is why you don't run to the last ritual chamber here, because the Deodor's Devoted cannot spawn in this room. So if the ritual spawns in this room, it's going to suck anyway. And the other thing is why you want to do it in Toxic Sewer, is because you want the boss to spawn in the ritual, because every time you kill the boss, you get a lot of tribute, okay? You get big money tribute if you kill the boss. That's why we want to kill the boss first. But because we're doing Jungle Valley, the way it just kind of works out, it's just not really worth it. Did I just kill the boss or what? I don't even know. Welcome to Volcanic Fissure. I kill things like 50 meters away from me. I don't know if I actually killed them or not. Also, if you can run Eater of the Worlds, I believe you do have a higher chance of getting basic currency duplication and stuff like that, so it's probably worth it. But you also make less money from the incantations. And if your build can't run it, it's really probably just better to run Syrian Sergeant. My professional, definitely not slightly above average player opinion. Definitely not just kind of mediocre at this game. Not me. All right, we're going to run the next 4 maps, and I'll try to think of any tips I can think of while I'm playing, or if we get some sick-ass drops, you'll fucking see it, dog. Push that bad boy up. What do we got? 20C, 60C? All right, we'll throw it in the dump tab. The dump tab thrower. That bad boy is. Do a better count. I forgot to do the ritual! Oh, another thing to do. Another big gamer tip. You got to remember to do the ritual at the end of the maps, guys. Yup. You know, normally it's not that big of a deal because we're not investing into it, but now we are. And so I just threw away like 50C. Oh, no. Oh, well, it happens to the best of them. My bad, my bad. Okay, wait. I actually have a huge gamer tip. If you don't like this strategy because the deodorants devoted have those invisible little shields and you can't kill them, and you do want to run this strategy, and you're like, yeah, I actually really do want to run this fucking insane, easy-to-do strategy that's super easy, grab this neck. Defiance of Destiny Power Amulet. Power. Okay, I give you the power. The reason for that is because they're little bitches that attack really fast from far away and you can't damage them. So if you have a leech build, or if you're a range build, and you can't get up on them, you're probably going to die a lot. But if you have the Defiance Power Amulet, they can't kill you. Simple as that. They just can't kill you. You can just stand there, and you can look at them, and you go, ha ha ha, you can't kill me. Look it. You can't kill me. Ha 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 ha. You see? Right? Just because I have that amulet. Now, for a good one, it's like 20 div. But you don't need the best one in the world, right? We're not doing this for, you know, take 4 or 5 div out of your, you know, your little stash. Grab a mediocre one and just live, right? If you want to do the strat, if you don't want to do the strat properly, or if you can do it without it, that's also totally fine. But that is an actual huge top gamer tip. Defiance of Destiny neck is really awesome for the strategy. It makes it way, way less annoying. I even bought one and put it on my Merc, okay? That's how fucking annoying they are. Because they're immortal, and they do a lot of damage from far away. So you gotta watch out for that, alright? But it's because they rapid attack, so the neck is just fucking... The neck is big poggers. It's big fucking poggers. Only 2, man. This fucking blow his penis. Oh, this might be a big one. Mr. Krabs, this might be so fucking big. 7 stacked decks, okay. Look at them, there's so many of them. Fuck. 12 stacked decks from that one. Damn, Daniel. And some Goliath gauntlets that I'll never use. What do we got? Okay. Alright. We have arrived at our first actual ritual that we remembered to do. So, as you can see here, these are all red. And if you don't know, if they're red, they gotta get deferred or you're gonna lose them, okay? So we're gonna go through, we're gonna defer all these. Beautiful little things. In fact, I should probably buy that one. Just so that, like, I'm just gonna buy this guy. We're gonna miss out on some rerolls, and that's okay. It's okay to miss rerolls sometimes, man. Okay? And once in your life, you can miss some rerolls, because we had big things to do. Alright? We had big plans, and we didn't get to reroll at all. But we also just got a 1.2 Divine Audience with the King, and it saved... We could have deferred it and rolled more, but I don't think it was worth it. That's a pretty shitty start to the showing of the rituals, but 1.2 div. Alright? 1.2 div? Biggest thing to look out for in the rituals is obviously an Audience with the King, but you'll know when you have that, because it's a special ritual, and it makes sounds and laughs at you. Ritual Splinters, and then the Omens. A lot of the Omens are worth a lot right now. Hey, coming in here afterwards to say, you should focus on deferring things and getting to the last page as much as possible. Also, there is a very small chance, but much higher than normal chance, of getting some insane, like, 100 div items that have, like, synthesized implicits. So if you want to look out for those, you can. I'm too stupid to do it, but you can do it. From our first map, we got 71, we got 71 stacked decks, which we just looked at earlier, is legitimately almost a div. 1.2 divs in Audience with the King. Well, we won't really need to count that, but like roughly, okay, we got that. And then we just got basic normal 8 mod map stuff, which is some Scarabs, Fusings, X-Arches, all that shit. That's just from one map, okay? The other stuff paid for the base of the map. The stacked decks were just pure fucking profit. That means in about 6 minutes, let's say, 7 minutes, we profited a div. So even if you're like completely bald and dumb, you're probably going to be making over 10 div an hour. And this is with like just a mediocre like, okay character. And that wasn't even a good map, dude. When you get a good map, I mean, if you consider the Audience with the King, it was a great map, because that means we're making like 30 div an hour. 6 stacked decks. From the first ritual, that's big money. Oh my god. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I didn't have this neck, I was definitely dead there. But yeah, seriously, check out the Defiance of Destiny neck for this. It's big sex. Erupt here. You gonna erupt on me? You gonna erupt all over me, you little fucking slut? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh man, I hope they were in the ritual. I hope they're spawning in this ritual over here. Alright, big juice, big juice, big juice. One? Is this fucking rigged for the 1%ers? Surely this one spawns more. How do I get 6 with the first one and 1 with the second one? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time. That is a pretty massive discrepancy. 8 stack decks. Hell yeah. That's big. What do we got? 20, 40, 60 already? With 1 left? Oh, and all these... Oh, oh my god. Blood-filled vessel. How many did we get that time? 20, 40, 60? 71 again. 71 again for that. Now let's see what we get from the ritual. Defer. Bam. All the deferring. We have to do so much deferring. Okay, should I just start buying some shit? Defer, defer, defer. I'm not a very good ritual player. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm kind of completely fucking winging it, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being honest with you, the rituals... I don't know how to defer things. Yeah. So hopefully that's helpful. We just got 2 ritual vessels from that one. So that is about 50 to 60 C, I think. And an actual blood-filled one, which isn't very good. But it does have our unique in it, so... If you want to run that and then just get a bunch of tribute, you can. It's pretty big. We got 2 more... We got 2 more maps left. We have 2 more maps. 2 more very beautiful maps that we will remember. This is when we start really cranking in the rituals. We really start to crank the ritual. We get to really juice up the ritual here. Maybe we'll get a big one. If we haven't even hit a duplication chance. Oh, we did! We hit a big one! We hit a big one, boys! Oh, it's a big one. Oh, we got a laughing man at us. That's 4 div. That's 5 div right there. Just fucking... Just smack some 5 div into the air. Can you smell that 5 divine orb? Oh, smells good. That's 4 audience with the kings. That's fucking hot. As my friend Chuck Steeg would say, it's not bald. It's very hair. A lot of hair on this. Increased rarity of items found? Sure. Oh, yes, I love when you laugh at me. God, it's like my kink, honestly. I will say that, like, if you think about media, like, when someone's laughing at you hysterically, it's pretty up there, man. It's pretty up there in terms of weird things. You're like, dude, that guy's crazy. Gotta be on Molly or something. Dude, I need more stacked decks. Oh, here we go. Courtesy plane. Yeah, fucking laugh at me, bitch. We're doing pretty good here. Set off at 8,000. So it is 3 out of 4. Hello? This is taking a while. There we go. 9 stack decks. 9 stack decks of Sulfur Flask. A lot of gold. This is also pretty decent for gold just because Ritual obviously just increases the amount of gold you get per map. It doesn't really give you gold per hour, though. I'm also running a rarity mercenary. Just kind of irrelevant because we're not talking about gold here, but hey, if something's going on. Unique items, rarity items found. I'm just gonna get more Chaos Orbs. Quantity of items found in the area? Yeah. Oh, duplication? Yep! Oh my god! Right at the end, too. Asshole. Even duplicate any of the cool things. Although, I want to drop a mirror when we kill the boss in there. So, here we go. Hopefully they don't do a lot of fire damage. Don't do fire damage. Seriously, please don't do it. I don't know if I have max res fire res. I don't know. Don't do it! Don't kill me! Please. Please. This is very important. I need my audience with the kings. I need to hang out with the king. We're friends, guys. He needs to see me. And I don't have max fire res. Yeah, that's the only thing I can't do is the minus like 60. Oh, 23! 23 of them! The duplication! The duplication and a blood-filled vessel and audience for the king. Oh my god! Ooh. We have to defer everything because I need them. Defer. We'll defer you. Defer. I don't care right now. Defer him. Defer. I don't care about that. Defer it. There it is. Or should we just buy it? Cancel? Can I buy it? I can't afford it. We just deferred 4 audience for the kings. That's like 5 future div. Like guaranteed. And that make you happy? Are you not entertained? And it's not even that uncommon, on God. Because we have the 50% increased chance of rares. Rituals. So, it's not, I'm not saying it's common. But it's not like, you know, it's 50% more common than normal. Think about it. It's like a lot more common than normal. 50%? More than 49%? Less than 51, though. True. And we also got this, which is 83 monsters in it. I don't know how many we got there. We got a lot, right? I actually don't know how much we got. The other thing we could do is we could do a troll shaman run here. At the end, just for funsies, because you guys know this is obviously insane. We can do a fun run. At the end, we're going to do the blood-filled vessels that we drop, so they're completely free. We drop these. They're completely free. We drop them ourselves. We're going to add some monsters. And they're going to be unique monsters, too. So we're going to get a lot of tribute, and then we're going to buy all our audience for the kings, maybe. Potentially. Who knows? Wow, that was fast. What the fuck was that? Hello? Yo, that sucked penis. Okay, we got one audience at the king. That was bad. So I think blood-filled vessels actually suck, even if they are filled with deodorants. That was really bad. Being a really bad farm. Only 26 stack decks. That was terrible. Well, there you go, boys. We did walk away with an audience of king, though, and 28 of them. But obviously, that was kind of a meme. But that's what you can kind of expect. It's pretty nuts if you don't fuck around and do dumb shit. Most of the blood vessels that drop are shit, but occasionally you do actually get just a really good one, and it's one node. So that's kind of why I grab it. Just one node to get like a free banger every once in a while. All right, that's it. That's the thing. And now I'm going to show you how to sustain your maps if you would like to do that. All right, so this is how I sustain my maps when I'm trying to get toxic sewers or just a specific map that isn't usually on TFT, or you just want to sustain your maps yourself. It's actually a pretty top gamer tip. What I do is I grab some chisels, I grab some alks, I grab some scours, I grab a little chaos in case, you know, and then I just kind of drag it in here. And then obviously I chisel this bad boy up. I do this, and I just do this until it says more maps. Buy 100% more maps. That's what I do. I use this to farm my maps because it's free and it's good. It's just it. Now, apparently we're not going to roll more maps. Usually, oh, there we go. 150% more maps. And usually, surprisingly enough, yeah, like these mods aren't even that hard, like compared to what you can roll, right? They're actually pretty fucking easy. So this is what I do, and then I just take the Atlas tree we already have, right? It's like 12 nodes. I'll refund all these. 1, 2, that's 5, 6, 9, 14. Well, we actually fucked up because you can keep the rituals. You get 18 refund points. I don't fucking know. You get 8 refund points, okay? And then you come over here, you use 6, 3 here, 4 here, 2 here, and then these, and then this. Oh, you grab this, Chiseled Perfection. I almost forgot. Gotta grab some Chiseled Perfection, and maybe just grab like a little bit of Scarab buff or something. Like, you could literally swap 15 points out. You go from a ritual farming strategy for divination cards to like a full-blown, mid-maxed map farming atlas. Like, we just sat here and we spent like 10 C. We spent 15 C to reroll this for more maps. We're now going to run this and drop, I almost guarantee you, like 20 to 30 maps. And how I do that is I come over here. You got to grab Cartography Scarab of Escalation, Cartography Scarab of Corruption, and then I grab the Multitude. I just grab it all. I just grab all the base ones. I put 3 in here because we're going to, or 4 in here because we're going to be running a 5-map set. I do this, I do that, and then I put Domination on the Atlas because we still have it. And now we're going to go drop 15 maps. It's going to be so beautiful, so pretty. There's plenty of petals found in the monster area. Creatures, hell yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 maps from that, all favorited maps, and a tier 17, which is pretty good, pretty good. Normally, if it's like I think if it was a better map on the Atlas tree, why is it not clicking in? If it was a better map in the Atlas tree, you can easily get an entire inventory full, like easily get an entire inventory full of maps. But I think it's because we were doing Jungle Valley. We're not going to get a lot of Jungle Valleys. Now that we're doing Mesa, we're going to get a lot of Jungle Valleys, but I'm not going to show that or go over that. You're going to get at least 10, probably 10 to 30 maps for every single one of these. And as you get the modifiers, you're going to get more and more and more and all that stuff, right? It's just a really good way to like, oh, I'm taking a break from doing my strategy. I might as well go farm maps because it's only 10 or 15 Atlas points to do it. And tier 16.5s, especially with the bonuses, make it really easy to farm the maps. Okay, that's it. This video. Bye.